Good morning friends, welcome to Banking Conquer. So today we are going to discuss about the computer networking MCQ part 2, and the topic which we are going to cover today is network topology, bridge router gateway, hub switches models, ARP, HTTP requests, UDP, TCP and OSI models. So question will be based on the above topics whatever we have mentioned in the slides. Okay. So let's start discussing on that one by one. If you have not seen my part 1 of that computer networking, please go on my YouTube channel and watch it. Okay, so the first question is try to answer the questions one by one, and before answering me, so that it will check your knowledge how you are comfortable with these topics. Okay, if you have any doubt you can feel free to ask in the comment section. So the first question, what is the primary purpose of subnet mask in IP networking? Okay, so subnet masks is what is the primary purpose. The option one is to identify the network portion of an IP address, to encrypt the data package, to assign the unique MAC address, to provide the DNS resolutions. Okay, so basically the subnet mask which we are creating, okay, to identify the network. Okay, so option one is the correct, to identify the network portion of an IP address. Okay, encrypt the data packet is not used by the subnet mask. MAC address, to assign the unique MAC address, is not used, and DNS is also wrong. Okay, so the first answer is correct, option number one. Okay, let's come to second question. Okay, what is the protocol used for secure communications over the computer network? Okay, so computer over the computer network for secure communications we use the HTTPS. Okay, HTTP hypertext transfer protocol. Okay, it is secure. This is the secure protocol, and basically it is work on the, if I am not wrong, it's a 443. It work on FTP is work in 20 and 21. Okay, SMTP is work on 25, and HTTP is work in 80. So the port is also very important. Okay, so to learn multiple types of ports and how which ports basically it's working, and it is working on the UDP and TCP is one of the important question that can be asked. And previously if you have seen the previous year question of this IPPSSO exams, okay, so the question has been asked in that. Okay, for I think that they have asked the SMTP, what is the port for the SMTP question. This is the previous year question. Okay, the next question is what is the default port number, which I already told you, right? So for default port for this is 443. So option 2 is correct. What is the 80? Anyone can guess what is that which is having the port number 80? 80. Just now I have told STTP is the port number for the 80. Okay, 80 is the port number for the HTTP. Okay, 22, if you have heard the SSS, secure cell, if you have experienced people, if you are working on any of the IT company, you have worked on this multiple device which connect to 22, which use the 22 port to connect their devices. Okay, the 53 is DNS, domain name server. DNS, okay, domain name server. What exactly is it? We have the like www.google.com, how exactly is connected to the particular device. If you have searching the Facebook, Google, any of the website, how is going to connect? DNS will resolve your domain name into the IP address. Just try to find your IP address of the particular system. There are detailed solution on that I am going to come up with a new series where I will explain each and every protocols which have been used into the OSI models. Okay, next question. Which layer of the OSI model is responsible for routing and forwarding the data packet? Okay, so if it is comes to the routing, right? Routers is used where the data to the network layer. Okay, so basically the network layer use the router. Here we use the DNS. We use the here we use the DNS. Okay, DNS we used. Okay, here we use the FTP. Data link transport layer basically used work on the TCP and UDP. Here we use the switches. Here we use the router. Okay, so basically these are the things. So correct answer is option number 2. Let's come to the question number 3. What is the main function of the ARP request protocol? So basically ARP, what address resolution protocols. Okay, how it's work. Okay, so ARP means address resolution protocol. Basically what exactly ARP will do, ARP will map the IP address to the MAC address. Okay, how it's work. So whenever the person is requesting for the IP to know the MAC address for the particular local area network. Okay, suppose device 1 is there and device in and there are multiple other devices are device, this device and this device. Okay, multiple. If a person, if this device want to communicate, send the data here, he know the IP address for particular IP address for this particular device, but he don't know the MAC address. To know the MAC address, he will send the IP address to the each and every device and asking what is your MAC address. Who, like, he will ask who is having this IP address. So whoever having this IP address will going to reply, this is my IP address and this is my MAC address. Okay, MAC address. Once he will got the MAC address, he will transfer the data. Okay, got it. So option 2 is correct answer. Okay, so the class C private IP address range, basically the class A, class B, class C. This is the very important, very simple questions you can ask. So basically option number 3 is the correct, class C. Okay, the class C is this one, option number 192.168.0.0.2, 198.168.255.255. This is a class C IP address. Okay, next come to the question number 3. What is the question number 8? I think this is one. What is the purpose of default gateway in networking? Default gateway, to connect the device within same network. See, the same network is not the, I can say, the exactly the default network. So basically gateway what exactly. So when you have a different network, right, so to route the traffic between the different networks. So this is the correct answer for this. Okay, what is the protocol used to dynamically assigning the IP address to the MAC address? So dynamic host configuration protocols. So basically this is the used for assign the dynamic IP address. How it's work? Okay, it is very important to know the dynamic host configuration protocol. Okay, so basically when there are multiple devices and all. Okay, so DSCP is work on the 67 and 67 and 68 if I'm not wrong. This port it work. Okay, and how it's work. So DCFP send the request, that is a client side request, to the go to the DC DHCP server. Okay, DHCP server. Okay, the request will go to here and it will dynamic server will assign some IP address for the lease purpose. Lease means it's assigned for 20, for example 24 hours. So once the 24 hour is over, so then this client server is not going to not be able to use this IP address. So what it will do, it will renew the IP address. Suppose after 50%, 50% after 12 hours, it has to send the renew request. If renew is not allotted, then again it has to be sent. Before the 24-hour over, it has to send the request to the DSCP server to assign the to renew the IP address so that it can continue use. Okay, what is the primary function of DNS server? Domain name server. Okay, so I have already explained this primary purpose of this. Okay, so basically what it will show. So domain name is like, suppose you have written a www.facebook.com. Okay, you have written this. Okay, so how it will go? It will first go to the uh, first it will go to the root label. Root means what? First it will be going to send the request to the root. Okay, and it will ask the .com, right? So it will, what it will do, root label will go and say the top label of the domain and where this com has been stored, and then com will tell, okay, this is the my domain and where is IP address has been, the administration of this com will be going to provide the IP address, and then they will get the IP address to the DNS server. Okay, to resolve the DNS server. Okay, which have the connected connection oriented. So as we know, ICMC port for use the error address resolution protocols, TCP and UDP. So connection oriented is the TCP protocol. This is the correct answer. What is the maximum data transfer rate for the standard gigahertz? So maximum, just remember this one is the 1 GB, it's a per second. It's the maximum rate can send. Which device operates on a data link layer for OSI model? So see, data link layer is the second layer of the OSI model, right? First is the physical layer. Okay, so data link layer is used the switches, the router is used the network layer, hub, these two basically use the physical layer. Okay, so hub and repeater use the physical layer. What is the purpose of network address resolution translation? To provide the private address, to encrypt the networks, to resolve the domain names, and to manage the connection. Okay, so to map the IP address to the public IP address. Okay, I think this is the correct answer. Okay, and if it is, you can check it. As per my understanding, it will going to resolve the uh, it will going to map the private IP address to the uh, public IP address, but I'm not 100% sure. You can check on that. Okay, but this is, as per my understanding, this is the correct answer. Okay. Which protocol used for sending the emails? So basically we have learned like uh, FTP is used for transferring the data, SMTP used for sending the email, simple mail transfer protocol. If you know the name of the full form of that protocols, you will easily able to answer. Okay, so what is the primary purpose of firewall? Firewall, what exactly will do? If you see my previous lectures, I have already explained the firewall. So basically firewall will do to protect your computer. Okay, so firewall is work as a security, as a I can say the wall, okay, to protect the your computer from the world, okay, from the world. So if anyone requesting, they have to go through the set of rules that has been set up by the firewall to enter into their network. Okay, so that your network has been protected by this firewall. So if you see the answer, so option 2 is correct, as per to monitor and control the incoming and outgoing traffic. So this is the correct answer. Okay, what is the characteristic of UDP? UDP means user datagram protocols. Okay, so basic character oriented is the TCP. Reliable on data, no. I'll explain you what is the low overhead, yes. Error correction, no. So first, second, and fourth is used by the TCP, and third one is used by the UDP. UDP does not create the connection between the sender and receiver. Okay, and they will directly send the data. It does not bother whether connection has been oriented or not, data has been, if you send the 10 packet, whether 10 packet will reach or not, it is not going to. Because of that, it's the lower, it does not create the overhead of the system because of that. Okay, so option 3 is correct. What is the purpose of internet control message protocol? Okay, this is very important, and you should know the details about the internet control messaging protocol. This is basically every networking, basically we use this one to send the error message and operational information, how it is working, this one. Okay, see, this is the correct answer, to send the data packet. Okay, for the error message and operational information, this is the correct answer, how it is working. So suppose your network is this. Okay, there is a one router A, one router B, and this is the network. Okay, this is the Android network. Okay, so if you wanted to send the this data from this one to this network. Okay, so your data has to travel from A and B, and somehow suppose your data failed into the router 2. So router 2 will send the, what exactly, first you need to understand what exactly your data will contains. Basically data, in your data will contain your actual data and header of the files. Okay, header of the data. In the header somewhere else we enter the ICMC packet. Okay, and in that it has also include the destination address, okay, sender address, everything is behind include. And if your data fails on a B, so B will discard your data, okay, and then it will send the revert back to the ICMC package, error message package to the sender, okay. So it has to go here first, it will go to router 1, then router 1 will forward to the here, okay. So basically this is the use of the ICM, internet control messaging protocol, okay. Which are the following is the routing protocols? Routing protocols is uh, OFSF, OFPF. Okay, routing protocols basically used for to route the data, to route the packet to the correct destinations or the shortest path on that. Okay, how it is working? Basically, the full form of this is open shortest path first. Okay, so it what it will do? It will first, every router have the information of the destination, have the information of the neighboring routers, okay. Suppose a router 1 is there, router 2 is there, router 3 is, so this router have the information of this and this, okay. So what it will do, it will try to find the correct, suppose there is another path, there is another path, there is another path, okay. So which path is correct and shortest, that is going to used by this OSPF, open shortest path first, okay, this protocol, and then it will send the data, okay. Then next question is, what is the family function of the virtual local area network? VLAN, to segment the physical network into the multiple logical network, okay. So basically this is the correct one, the to segment the physical network, where is my pen? Yeah, to segment the physical network to the into the multiple logical network is the correct answer for this. Which of the following is secure file transfer protocol? Okay, if you know the name of this all the files, you will easily able to answer these questions, okay. So if this is the file transfer protocol, this is the I can say the trivial file transfer protocol, this is the secure file transfer protocol, and this is the hypertext transfer protocol, okay. So the word secure is coming in the option number 3, okay, option number 3. So that is a correct answer for the transferring the file. Basically this work on the port number 22, okay, if I'm not wrong, okay, and it use the secure cell SHS, okay, to send the transfer the data, okay. So this is the correct answer. So for today that's all for all the questions. Please go through the videos, hit the like and comment, and let me know if you have any doubt, any questions, any comment. If you want any specific topic to record, then I will record it, I will upload the video. Thank you so much.